Welcome back to part 2 of Love and Marriage, the reunion. I'm your boy Ant.
And I'm Shira.
And we are so excited to bring you our thoughts and opinions about the second half of this crazy show. And do me a favor too, like this video, share this video, subscribe to our channel, tell all your friends and family to subscribe and to share the video as well.
And we have a lot of extras, so if you're ready for us to spill the tea for you, keep watching.
We'll be back. Happy holidays. I hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We are stuffed and we've been traveling, so we are exhausted too. So bear with us today. But anyway, girl, you're looking good and your hair is flawless.
Thank you very much.
I'm trying to tell you. So
we're starting off with the HOLTs, just like Egypt. They started off with the HOLTs today. Part 2 of the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. And I'm telling you, oh my goodness. I'm just like, okay. All right, like finally, like let's get it going, and they definitely brought it.
They brought it for real too, you know. There's still a bunch of complaints, still crying and looking for attention. But I'm gonna tell you, man, they. I know everybody wanted to know, are y'all still together? And we've been saying this since the beginning. All of these different things that are going on with them, we knew they were not going to break up. So what's the question? Are y'all together or not?
See, my thing is that when you're watching the show, you're watching it from one or two perspectives. Perspective number one, just watching the show, you know, seeing her go to her lawyer. So you're like, all right, this girl is serious. This girl is really going to get a divorce. Mm-hmm. But then there were people who were watching the show, but also keeping up what was going on with the HOLTs in real time. Like it's November. What was going on with the HOLTs in November or October? And there was nothing at all resembling a separation or a divorce.
Well, we know what was going on 8-9 months ago. That's for damn sure. Okay, so when she said that they were separated, which is confusing because she's still talking about they're separated. She's still talking about that they put the divorce on hold and all this kind of stuff. They are not breaking up, and it's okay. Here's the thing, Melody. Just tell the truth. Neither Shira nor myself support divorce just for no particular reason. I mean, divorce is a painful experience. We've talked about that in the past. However, it's a necessary evil at times. And if you ain't gonna break up with the man, just say it and quit acting the fool.
How about this? If you are on Twitter at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're on Instagram at 2 o'clock in the morning, looking for people to fight and argue with to defend Martell, y'all not separated. Because you found me minding my own business and started defending Martell to me. like I care.
Okay, now that's a funny video too. So when you all go through our channel, look at the playlist, check out the video that Shira posted talking about the tweets between she and Melody. It is hilarious.
And the title is Melody Tweets is at the end of the title. But all I'm saying is that you don't go hard for somebody because he was asleep right now. When you pregnant, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you coming after people defending Martell. To me, y'all still together, and that's okay. It's your life.
No, it's not. It's period. Okay.
Okay. Speaking of, yes. I'm telling you right now, Martell, for season 2, don't come with this period stuff. If he says period one more time, it's like there was one person that said something about they called them the HOLT sisters.
Yeah, the HOLT
sisters. Yes, somebody on our channel calls them the HOLT sisters. Because they're like, he's always like every time Melody says something, he comes in. Period. Period.
With the teeth. You're not gonna keep disrespecting my wife up here, period. But listen, the man said he still wants the marriage to work. And you know what the crazy part about it is? She is pregnant. They are bringing a new life in the world. And it would be a very, very difficult experience for everybody involved to break up. But it's not a healthy experience for y'all to stay together either.
Is it ever not a difficult experience for people to break up when they're married and children are involved?
Well, that's true, yeah.
And finances and name changes and lawyers. It's always a difficult experience. But like I said, that's what she says. All right, great, whatever, separated, together, divorce. We'll be tuning in next season. I know that much. Speaking of tuning in, Egypt asked a question about the peasant.
Yes.
And about why you would call this woman who you clearly, and that's the thing too, because I kind of want to talk about the whole terminology with peasant, but I also want to talk about this whole serial cheater. You know, that phrase keeps coming up, like Melody's like, oh, you're a serial cheater. And I'm like, is Martell HOLT a serial cheater when he's been cheating all this time with the same chick who I think he's in love with?
Well, that is definitely his other woman. And in my opinion, like I've said before in previous episodes, she is not a peasant to him. Now, he wrong as hell. He's wrong. Just like the lady in the audience that said, hey, she's still a woman. That was utterly and blatantly disrespectful. Even calling her a peasant prior to tonight's episode was still very, very disrespectful. But what really trips me out, because y'all heard me say this many times, Martell got pimping down pat. He is a pimp. He told the woman on national TV during a reunion where there are millions of people watching, yes, she's a peasant, and if any other woman out there is a side chick, you need to accept what you are being called by him. Oh, man.
I can't believe he said that, and that is why Melody HOLT does majority of the talking for HOLT and HOLT, because he does not know what to say at all. That was definitely not the thing to say, but that was his truth. That's how he feels. But I honestly feel like you wouldn't have been spending all this time with her.
If you thought that she was a peasant, a side chick, that's your other woman. Okay, maybe you need to convince Melody, which I don't think would be very, very difficult for you to do, that you all should start practicing polygamy. Maybe you should pack up the whole family and your peasant side chick, and y'all all move to Utah and just call it a day, okay? And just join, I don't know, just practice polygamy. It's okay. Melody gonna be all right with it. The other chick gonna be all right with it. You gonna have a field day with it, and then y'all could probably find another chick to come and help raise the kids. Who knows? I'm just saying.
That's dumb. Yeah. I'm sorry. That doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Sorry, that doesn't make any sense. But Miss Wanda can come in and help out with the kids.
You're so crazy.
Miss Wanda helps out with the kids. What you should call her? The world's favorite babysitter?
Yes. Miss Wanda's hilarious.
And did you hear the applause
yes.
that Miss Wanda received? Because it was funny, because if you watch and you go back, and we do have the full reunion show with Just a Reunion on our channel as well. But if you go back, when they introduced the HOLTs, I think that Egypt was expecting a bigger applause. And that audience was just like, And then when it was like Miss Wanda, it just like exploded. I mean, you hot one day and you not the next.
That is true.
They really, gave it to Miss Wanda. I think people enjoy her. Like whether they agree with her or not, she's funny as I don't know what.
Reason why so many people like her, because she did speak the truth. Even Egypt wanted to, said how much she appreciated and wanted to scream at the TV because Miss Wanda said everything that she wanted to say, especially when it came down to Marcel and Tisha. And that is the crazy part about it. Even though I have a massive problem with the woman being all up in their relationship, she does speak what a lot of people wanted to say.
Well, I appreciate her going and getting in her car and following him at 2 o'clock in the morning. But I was really shocked at how it played out, because if you go back to part 1 of the reunion that we also have on our channel, it says the reunion part 1, it made it seem like he just left at 2 o'clock in the morning. No one knew where he was going. But today, the way she explains it, is like, well, he said where he was going at 2 o'clock in the morning. She followed him. He was indeed in that spot, that she's there all the time. And there's just like no sign of cheating.
Babe, let me tell you something. Did you see how Marcel sat there on that set all the entire time, the entire production? The man looked over at Miss Wanda, gave her a look like, you better not say nothing. You know what? Whatever he worked out, he could not control Tisha. But what whatever he said to Miss Wanda was the first time in the entire season that she cooperated with him. The entire season. You followed this man at 2 o'clock in the morning. But then Egypt asked, do you honestly think that he's been with 20 women? Now that was the first thing, 20 women's, I'm sorry. That was the first thing that she asked, and she says, no, not really. And then she goes and talks about all these years later how she went and followed this man at 2 o'clock in the morning, but you don't think that he's been with 20 women's? Then Egypt followed up and asked, do you think he's been with one woman? She paused. Well, maybe 7 years ago.
That wasn't, the way she answered those questions was not the same Miss Wanda that we saw.
You ain't never lied.
During the regular season. Because she was like, what is this here about 20 women? Why aren't you wearing your ring? She was always on him. I really feel like, because I don't know if you all been noticing and following what's been happening like behind the scenes, but Marcel Scott is upset. He's upset with the producers. He's upset with the production. He's threatening that he's not coming back next season. He does not like how he's been portrayed. There was even some type of rumor or whatever. He was saying that he was vandalized. Like, I don't know what item exactly. I have to fact check that. But there was something, a car or something. Anyway, he experienced some vandalism because of people having an issue with him and with the actual show. Like his, not his character, but him on the show and everything. And then he also didn't like how when he was like saying that his wife needed to shut the F up from part 1, that he thought they were off camera. He didn't realize, I don't know if he didn't know that this mic was hot, but he didn't think that was going to be included. So when he saw that it was included last week, he's just like, oh no, he was really upset about that. He, you know, expressed.
Well, I don't give a darn about him being upset about that, because you're on a reality show. Cameras are always rolling. Anybody in their right mind knows that, so he could be pissed all they want.
But my point is that with him threatening not to come back next season, he doesn't come back next season. That may mean no Tisha and no Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda want to come back for next season. So Miss Wanda might have been like, oh, 20. There's no way that he's been with 20 women. Took the Z off and everything. Who knows?
Took the Z off.
Okay, a threat that we're not coming back. A threat that we're not coming back. No. I will cooperate. What you want, Marcel? He's the best son-in-law. Oh, to top it all off, this is how I know that something went down and there was a deal between them, because she was like, well, you have to understand, Marcel is so handsome.
Oh, yes. Yes. I mean, look at him. He is, look how handsome he are.
She did. She was like, she sure did.
I can't. I love you, Miss Wanda, but it is, look how handsome he is, okay? But look how handsome he are. And but during the season, she tried to convince Tisha that she can get anybody. Remember all of that? You ain't all of that. You ain't.
She flipped the script.
She flipped the script. Chick trying to get paid, or I don't know, maybe she got put out of her house where she lived and she living in the house with them or whatever. He giving her an allowance every week. I don't know what it is, but she flipped.
Totally flipped the script.
And I'm gonna need her to flip back, because she's funnier that way. When you cooperate, Miss Wanda, with Marcel, it ain't that funny.
Not only that, it wasn't believable. I just didn't buy it.
No.
I didn't buy it at all. All right, moving on. So I think this is what everyone's been waiting for, because to me, this was the most authentic part of the show for me. I felt like Kimmy, Maurice, and Kiowa.
Oh, yes.
Like I said, moving on. So this is our third couple. And you know that Kimmy's been having an issue with Kiowa the entire time, because Kiowa's been having an issue with Kimmy, and she's been talking to her, or about her. She's been talking about her behind her back to Maurice, and there's just a lot of tension. I don't know if you were able to feel it, but I can feel that stuff through the TV.
Are you kidding me?
Okay?
Everybody can feel that darn tension.
And that's why I said that this was the most authentic part of the show, because I felt the most tension, the most emotions, the most passion was between these two women. And you know, I'm just gonna say this about Kiowa. So Kiowa, for those of you who don't know or don't believe it, she has remarried. I think she was remarried first or something. She is remarried. She has a guy, all right, and she has her own family. We haven't seen him on the show. I don't know why he hasn't been involved in any type of way, but she's remarried. Now, whether or not she's happily married with this guy, I don't know. But we do have a picture of her family, so you stay until the end of this video. We'll show you the picture of Kiowa Monster and her husband, her current husband.
Well, the way that she was acting a fool, I don't see that marriage lasting too much longer either. Because if I was husband number 2, her husband number 2, and the emotion, that woman, just like Egypt asked her, are you still in love? That is the question that everybody has been saying. Whatever it is, if I was her current husband, and I'm watching you on TV, the way you acting towards this man, this don't have a damn thing to do with Monster. She was acting like a monster over this relationship that she had, that her ex-husband now has with his current wife, Kimmy. That's her problem.
Let me explain something about bitterness. When someone's bitter, you can't hide that.
No.
You know, you can say all the right things, but you can't hide that. And I don't, everybody's different. And so if she feels that the way they got together wasn't...
Who cares?
She cares. I'm just trying to balance the scale. I'm saying that she apparently still cares. Now, I don't think that's healthy for you. I don't think that's healthy at all for her to still care. Because being bitter and being, resentful and having, dislike or hatred towards another woman is not cool.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's her feelings. And if she's not over it, because this is the thing, I've done my research. And so apparently, it's not that Kimmy and Kiowa were ever friends or anything like that. But when Kiowa when Kiowa and Kimmy first met, Kiowa was married. And Kimmy was told by another sibling of the Scotts that Kiowa was Maurice's wife.
Okay.
And so when she first met her, even though they weren't friends or anything, she met her as Mrs. Scott.
Yeah.
Okay? And so now she feels like, you knew we were together, y'all got together, we were still together, and that's her gripe. Now, Maurice and Kimmy says that's not the case, but that's what she's stuck on. She's stuck on y'all are still together. She's stuck on this woman stole my man. So she's stuck on calling her trash, dogging her out, and different things because she doesn't like her. She don't like her, she don't like her, she don't like her.
Listen, I'm speaking for her second husband. That if I'm laying up in the bed with you, and you still got a problem with your first husband after I'm paying bills, well, I don't know if he paying bills because he's living in Maurice's house for free. So
they never made the move. It was an offer.
But anyways, if I'm paying any of the bills and we making love and we're making plans and you over here still got a problem with your ex-husband who may have cheated on you with another woman that he's now married to, I got a problem with that. Because that means you still have emotions. Even though...
Well, there's a lot of emotions, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she bitter. Now, even though her hair looked better than from the time when she was on with that damn, whatever the hell that was way back in, them braids that started way back.
You're a mess. You are a mess.
Her braids was way... Even though she looked better now, she's still bitter, and it is in her heart. Egypt couldn't even convince her. The woman she's the host. And she gets out of her seat and walks over to her, sitting with her. And she's like, lady, you need to kill that noise. Let it go. Everybody can see that you got a problem. And that's going to be a problem for her second husband if he got any balls. If he's a real man, he's going to have a massive problem with that. I know I will.
This is the problem that actually, if we want to just pick at something, this is the problem I have with her, is that when Maurice and Kimmy came with facts, like, okay, you said this, you said that, you called me this, you called me that,
right.
I haven't said anything against you. Maurice was like, Kimmy's never said anything before the show, and during the show, he never said anything negative about her. It's all coming from her. Kiowa always acts like she has amnesia every time someone asks her about something or confront her with something that she said. It's like, huh? What? I don't know. I didn't say. When did that happen?
Well,
I don't know. Even when Egypt was over there trying to kind of like get something out of her, even the way she responded to her was like, huh?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw, but Egypt was just like got up and just like, all right, I'm done.
Nobody's home.
I'm done.
Lights off. The girl is crazy, and you can't fix crazy.
I wouldn't go so far to call her crazy.
Well,
I do know that this is very hard for not just her, but just the entire cast. Now that we've been through all three couples, this is a group of people who are not used to being on television. They're not used to being in the public eye.
True.
They're not used to getting so much, talk, whether it's criticism or support from a massive audience. And we're seeing real people who are not used to being in that position react to being in that position. Because so much stuff was about, people, I don't want people to think this about me. And Maurice is like, forget about that. But she was so hurt because she cares about, like, they made me to be the villain. I don't want to be the villain.
But they didn't make her to be the villain, baby. That is who she really is. And I know women like that, and I'm just saying that, okay, I'll take it back and I'll apologize for calling her crazy. Maybe she is just acting crazy, and she's crazy about that particular situation. But it has nothing to do with their son. And something that has gone on 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, and you still got a problem with it. I've had a problem with your crazy ex-husband and still got a problem with me after all these years. Dude, man, you need to go sit down somewhere. I'm going to say just sit down somewhere. If you still got a... But now, what I do like about your ex-husband is he won't try to check me up in this mother. He know better than that. So he can have his little bitterness over there. Kiowa is still bringing the foolishness into their relationship. And Maurice definitely need to check it. I understand why he's afraid, because he want to have his son in his life. But hey, bro, you ain't the only one out there dealing with a crazy baby mama. And there's a lot of baby mamas out there that dealing with crazy baby daddies. It just is what it is, bro.
After watching it tonight, I think she still has resentment and bitterness about the way things went down. But to say that this is about her wanting Maurice, I feel like that's how the guys always do it. Guys is always the ego. Oh, she must still want me. She must still want me. She ain't over me. Guys and their egos are like that. To me, this is more about Kiowa and what she has against Kimmy. Her not liking Kimmy, her not wanting Kimmy around her child, her not liking that Kimmy is in her spot even though she has moved on, her not liking how things have gone down. This is between the two women, as we saw tonight, as their emotions flared up on stage. And Maurice, what was he? He was the comforter. And actually, good job, Maurice, because I felt like they had a nice little moment outside with just Kimmy and Maurice.
Yes.
He did a good job comforting her, and that was his role. He was the referee. Between the two. It's between the women.
Well, kudos to Maurice. Yes, you handled it like a gentleman. I like you. You are very defensive and you are very protective of your woman and whoever you love, your brother, whatever it is. But I want to go back to what you're talking about. Guys and our egos. Are you kidding me? There is no human being, no species on the planet that have a bigger ego than a female when a man don't want her. Because y'all always think we want you and can't handle it. So now, if anything, perhaps Kiowa is giving him a problem because it is difficult for her to accept the fact that Maurice don't want her.
After 7 or 8 years, she has accepted that fact. I'm sorry, there's no way that she has not accepted that fact after 7 or 8 years. I mean, I honestly can barely even remember my previous relationship, and it went on for 15 years. And I barely remember it, because when you do move on and you do remarry and you're connected with the person and you're in love and you're having such an amazing experience every day from sun up to sundown, just having this amazing experience. You no longer, even have any hatred towards anybody, any bitterness. You're like, oh, the birds are chirping, yay. I mean, you're happy.
That's true.
And you learn how to just dismiss everything.
That is a fact, because prior to meeting you, I vowed Isn't that crazy? I made a vow that I would never get married again. Even though I broke a lot of vows in my previous. But when I met you, I mean, it literally was like, to hell with that vow. I want to be in a marriage with you. I wanted to be in a relationship with you that was genuine. It was pure. Everything about it was real right from the beginning. Even though we waited multiple years before we decided to evolve into marriage. And that is what we want to talk about now, because that's what I learned watching this show. You know, they're talking about at the end trying to, can we be friends again and all that kind of stuff? Sure, I think they can. You know, if everybody let the egos go away and Melody stop tripping and Martell quit throwing up in public how much y'all have helped these people, how much money and jobs you've given them and all that kind of stuff. Kill that noise, bro. Those are your boys. Okay, go back to the basics, man. We guys, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be thrown up in everybody's face of how you helped them. All right, kill that noise, man. And ladies, y'all go back to being fun. Go getting your nails done. Go to the spa. Take a girls trip somewhere. Go have a good time. You know what I mean? But one of the things that I have learned since watching this show is that one of the things that can kill a relationship is the ego. The ego will tear up the relationship. Before that camera started rolling and y'all had the fame and the celebrity and the money and all that stuff, y'all were just cool. Y'all need to go back to that, man. Don't allow your ego to ruin a good friendship or a good marriage. And that was the thing that I learned when I met you, is that marriage is an evolution. Marriage helps you to evolve into your absolute best self. And if you're in a relationship with someone that is not helping you to evolve to that, it is okay. Divorce their ass. Kill that noise. Get rid of them so that you can be. Don't kill yourself trying to save a relationship that ain't worth saving. That is what marriage is about. It's about helping you to evolve to your best self, helping that person evolve into their best self, and y'all build some stuff together, man. Go have fun. Marriage is not hard work. Stop spreading that ignorant statement. It is foolish. It's only hard if you're married to somebody you don't want to be married to.
So one of the things that I feel that have affected all three couples and possibly affected their friendship too is the fact that they are now on television. They are on a TV reality show, and these people do not have any prior experience being on television. And you know, even through the reunion show, you keep hearing them saying, but we're on TV. This is national television. We're on TV, blah, blah, blah. TV, they're not used to this. They're not used to the spotlight being on them. They're not used to so many people, you know, in their business and social media, and they don't know what to do. They're like, oh, well, maybe, you know, we need to go and reply to this person, and maybe we need to reply to that. And now everything that happens in their friendships is now based on what the public thinks.
That is true.
Yeah, like how it ended the last segment with Miss Wanda, and how she had herself a couple of beers, you know. She said, I had a couple of beers. Yes. I found out about some stuff, and I went and I posted a video, man. I'm sorry, and I apologize. And I love how she said, I apologize. And Martell, you know, you accepted my apology. And Melody, you chose not to. And both individuals have the prerogative to choose to whether or not to be all in their feelings about this. But for me, I mean, it was the mom. You know, it wasn't like, I would be a little bit more like just letting it go because it's the person's mom, so to speak. But, and I think, had they not been on television and the same thing happened, it would have been let go. But now they're concerned about all the people who were able to see it before they took this video down. And they're letting little small things like this, you know, interrupt the relationship to the point where they're talking about, like, what was it, like getting the cops involved?
Right, that's what I don't think it was a small thing, because they're talking about order protections and threats, and we are talking about Miss Wanda and some alcohol in her system.
So you don't think it was a small thing that they blew out a portion? I'm sorry, I'm with Miss Wanda. What's she really gonna do? You really think Miss Wanda gonna come beat you up? Huh? Miss Wanda gonna come beat you up?
Well, I don't know. If anybody got a copy of the video, comment it below, because I need to see it. I want to see. I want to see that Facebook Live. But depending upon who else was in the video with them, and she making threats and everything, I mean, she don't look threatening, but you know, Martell is saying that she was threatening.
All I'm asking you is that if they were not on a reality show and the same thing happened during their friendship and they were not on a reality show, would they make such a big deal?
Probably not.
Of course, because again, they're not. We have people who are not used to this type of national attention.
True.
And it's cause and effect in all of them individually, in their own drama, the drama that's authentic, and then them collectively as a friendship.
Well, I will say too, I don't think that Tisha. I mean, if Tisha's gonna apologize, which is Martell's stupid stuff is requesting. I don't think that she needs to apologize for her mother. I think that is, you know, you call up and be like, listen, I'm sorry for what my mother did. But the mama did apologize, you know. The mom called and apologized herself. So that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all need to just kill all that noise. Go back to being friends. Go back to doing business. If the cameras are following you, just pretend like the cameras aren't there. So you don't allow your egos to keep showing up and causing all these problems in your relationship. You know what I mean? That's just nuts. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. And me personally, I can't speak for that. I don't know what it's like to be on a reality show.
Yeah,
I don't think I would be on a reality show because it is a lot. And we thought that this was going to be like a wholesome reality show. Not wholesome, but you know, a show about, you know, black women, I said black women, about black couples that's in business one another. And this has turned into a cheating spectacle. It's just been all about cheating. And so we segue back to Melody's mom and Martell's mom when they talked about the whole thing with cheating.
See, and I have a problem with that. You know, I really have a problem with what Melody's mother said about all men cheat. Ladies, listen, y'all gotta stop, you know, spreading that foolishness or whatever it is. That's not good. You know, I mean, y'all really do need to follow the hashtag Black Men Don't Cheat. Black men don't cheat. Now maybe white men cheat.
Here we go.
Well, white men cheat. Asian men cheat. Latino men cheat.
Here we go.
But black men don't cheat. So therefore, all women have not been cheated on. I'm just saying. But no, the reality is that every woman has not been cheated on. But whoever has the loudest voice is always the one that people tend to listen to. So who's going to be more loud at that particular point? A woman who believes that her husband is faithful, or someone who is very energetic, loud, and dramatic, talking about how her man just got cheated on her. So because she's sitting there with her friends, he cheated on me, and they crying and all that little kind of stuff, then all the other women are going to be like, well, damn, I hope my man ain't cheating. You see what I'm saying? And then it's the fear come in, and then they just say, well, everybody been cheated on. But no, that's not the case. Every man does not cheat, and every woman has not been cheated on. Just the man that you was with cheated, and you know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. It ain't the case.
Well, you know, Martell, he's into a lot of this whole, you know, tit for tat type thing. It's like, you know, if the video that you all did was public, then the apology should be public. I want a public video apology for what happened with that video with Miss Wanda.
See.
And if that's the case, and if everything should be tit for tat, then Melody, you can get you.
Whoa.
Melody should be able to get her.
Whoa, man.
Let's just call him a little butler, a little butler on the side,
No.
You know, because if he's saying everything is tit for tat and he's cheated, so does that mean that gives him?
Nah.
Can I ask my question?
I know you go.
Can I ask the question so they can hear it?
Yes.
Does that mean that it gives Melody an open door to play?
No. I knew that's where you was going. That's why I'm asking.
I know, but maybe they didn't know. I'm like, no.
No. Melody, don't listen. No.
I'm I'm just asking the question. If everything is tit for tat, if Martell Holt is so much on, well, you did this, so we did that, period. So you got your little side chick, and she got herself a little side fling.
No.
I mean, she's separated. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of people, and maybe this is for Kiowa too, a lot of people, when they are, quote unquote, separated, they date.
Well,
We are done with the time periods where people wait until the ink has dried on a divorce decree before they start dating again.
well,
That's
two
just
wrongs
not
don't make
happening.
it right. I'll put it that way. And in Melody,
Okay, and if they don't make it right, then Melody and Martell, or Martell in this case, can't be asking for no public video apology.
I agree. But Melody, if you're thinking about cheating or getting up under some other man to get over another man, you know all the crazy stands older women used to say back in the day. Just look at Kiowa and look how miserable she is. Because if you go and cheat, that's exactly going to be your future. Okay? So just wait. Here's the best way to hurt Martell. Leave him. You keep being a good woman. If you say you're a good woman, and he says you're a good woman, if you really want to hurt him, leave him.
Anyway, let's close this out, because I never said that she should cheat. I did not advise this woman to cheat. And that's what you're turning it into.
Okay.
I said that if Martell is so much into tit or tat, how would Martell feel
Right.
if she did that?
Yeah.
Which is the same question that Marceau asked him in like 2 episodes ago. How would he feel if you're so into tit for tat? Anyway, we're going to miss Love and Marriage Huntsville because, you know, it's on hiatus until next season. In the meantime, we're going to cover some more relationship shows, and that's what we do. We like to look at everything from a love, marriage, relationship perspective. So any shows where anybody's on there in a relationship, which is all of them, because everybody got to have somebody that they towing with. They towing with. Comment those shows below. Let us know where we should move on next.
And listen, we appreciate y'all, man. We really do. We love you. We thank you for watching. We thank you for commenting. We thank you for sharing and liking and subscribing to our channel. Until we speak again, peace.
Bye.
I'm gonna miss them, baby.
What do you mean we're not going anywhere?
But it was
We're not going anywhere. We got so many more videos, and we post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. We have a lot more, even with the commentary for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So even though the show is over, the conversation is not over. So make sure that you come back to our channel. And I'm telling you right now, in the comments, we love you all. We love your comments.
They're funny.
It's just as good as the video.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna miss them. They be cracking me
We
up, man.
don't have to miss them because we're not going anywhere.
Okay,
Stop saying missing them.
You right.
If anything, we're just gonna double our load. All right.
Well,
I'm here in Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm here in Black Love. So I can't wait for the new shows.
Okay, baby.
We'll see you back.